Hi, I'm Cassie Span, and this week on Spook Nation, my dad and Jeff James are headed to Colorado to hunt elk with Jim McCurder at Fall Creek Ranch. Dad and Jeff have several close encounters, and Jeff ends up taking a nice bull.
It has been rigorous.
So if you love to hear the bugle of a bull elk, you don't want to miss this episode of Spook Nation.
Spook Nation, nation. Eyes like an eagle, ears like a hawk, half man, half predator. He's living the stalk with the heart of a lion, the nose of a buck. It's blood, sweat, and tears, it's skill, this ain't luck. From the day he was born, he had a burning desire to make Tennessee proud and set the world on fire. From the swamps to the Rockies to the North Pole, with a gun and a bow and a mission in his soul. Muscle and bone beneath the Under Armour. He's wearing a camouflage badge of honor, proud to wave the flag of the USA. He believes in God and family every day. He travels the nation, he's an inspiration. Welcome to the land of Spook Nation.
Spook Nation has been brought to you by Real Sin, makers of Spook Span's Wildfire. Under Armour, always lethal. Hydra-Track, it will get you there and get you back. PSE, precision shooting equipment. Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. And Nikon, the trusted name in optics.
Well, it's our first morning in Colorado elk hunting. We just drove from town, so just now getting unpacked too. So I'm rushing around here trying to get ready. Bulls are bugling, and Jeff James is still here. This is his last morning. He's been on them, had a couple opportunities, just hadn't been able to make it happen yet. But this morning we're just going to kind of scout, spot, kind of see if we can see a big bull that we really like, glass him up, see where he goes to bed, and then maybe try to get down in front of him this afternoon, and hopefully he'll come by us. We're going to hunt a lot of different ways. We're going to do spot and stalk. We're going to try to call them in. We're going to hunt it down in the valley some. We're going to hunt up on top of the mountain some. So we're going to be all over the place. It's archery hunting in the mountains. It's going to be tough, but it's going to be fun. We killed a big bull here last year and had one of the most exciting days of hunting I've ever had that particular day that we killed that bull. So I'm expecting some fun hunt. I think it's been real hot. The bulls are just getting more active, bugling harder. Cows are starting to come in, so stay with us because it's going to be exciting.
That our 5x5 still down quite a bit lower than that.
We've seen a bunch of bulls this morning. They've gone up on the side of the mountain. We're kind of trying to see where they go to bed. That big 5x5 that I like so much, he's come up here and he's right up here above us. And so we're just gonna see if he'll bed down in a spot where we can make a stalk. We got some bulls right here on this ridge to the right in the shadow right there in the shade. And the big 5 point that we really like is right over here in this little draw. Our biggest problem we're gonna have is getting across this sage flat. And I'm sitting here studying it, trying to figure out how we're gonna get across there. Little bugling right up here. There's a lot of elk up here, a lot of bulls, so we're just gonna do the best we can do. Spook Nation will be right back.
when all the leaves are gone from the trees, but you're not. You need a camouflage designed to help see the season through. Mossy Oak's tree stand is the perfect combination of elements, colors, and contrasts that will hide you against the cold, gray skies of winter. From the heart of the grain belt to the buckle of the pine belt, Mossy Oak tree stand was created from the heart of our tradition with the late season deer hunter in mind. From the ground up, it's the elevated camo winner, hands down. Mossy Oak tree stand, camo that covers your obsession.
You want the best performance bow ever made? Here it is.
366 feet per second? Are you kidding me?
One pin, 0 to 40.
Big expandable broadheads? No problem.
What's all the buzz about? The new Omen Pro by PSE uses the new Centerlock limb pockets, planar flex riser, and 4th generation X technology limbs to create the fastest bow ever made.
PSE has done it again.
It's the best bow I've ever shot.
Experience PSE, experience performance. Hey, I'm Spook's fan. One of the most important weapons in my arsenal is fresh estrus doe urine, and now it's available to you through Real Scent. 100% pure, 100% fresh, delivered to your doorstep within 72 hours of collection.
We just set the world on fire, buddy.
Now you can set the world on fire with Spook's Fan's Wildfire.
Limited supplies available at spookspan.com.
This portion of Spook Nation is brought to you by Muddy Outdoors. Go Muddy.
We've got another 1,000 feet of elevation to climb right now. We're about halfway into the stalk. But that's the thrill of the chase. You hear him right there bugling. We're gonna be up there wolfing. In just a few minutes, we're gonna be there. And he's gonna be in trouble.
You know, the first part of the stalk, we're a pretty good ways away, and it's down in the valley, and we've got enough brush so we can go kind of fast. So the first part went really fast, but once you get up there to a certain point, you know, you really got to take your time, slow down, just pick your way through it. I mean, that bull and the other cows, they were kind of, you know, in there where we felt like they were going to spend the day, so it was time to slow down and take our time.
Got a cow looking bedded, facing this way. She doesn't see us, but I don't know what we can do now. The sun's shining right on. We're about 65 yards from him. He's got a cow with him. We're gonna try to make it to this spruce tree. About 18 more yards.
I need to get just that last little bit, and I mean, she's just looking right that way. And so, I mean, I'm just being oh so careful, trying to, you know, get there as soon as I can without spooking her. Well, the cow saw us. I mean, she didn't really know what was going on, but she saw just enough movement to know there's something there. She kind of spooked out a little bit, but she didn't go far. There was 2 or 3 bulls in there, and I think they kind of got chasing each other and messing around, and so they started moving on down the mountain. But I felt like we'd have another opportunity if we just took our time, watched where they went, tried to get around in front of them, and just hang out for a little while. I felt like we'd get another chance.
Well, folks, I thought that we did an awesome job on the stalk, but something happened. I don't know what. I don't know where they saw us. I don't know how they could have, but obviously something happened. The wind was good, so I know they didn't smell us. But anyhow, they weren't spooked real bad, but bad enough they got up and left. The big 5 point went right down here, which is good. I mean, he's down here in the flat and he's bedded down there, so we're gonna go down there and try it again. Hope this wind does us right while we're down there in that low area. A lot of times you get down there, it's doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Here we go again. We're still trying. We're not gonna give up. We're gonna wear them out till we get one.
We got down the mountain pretty fast, a lot easier going down than it is coming up. We got around in front of him, got set up pretty fast, and now we're just waiting.
We've come back down off the mountain, the big 5 point. Came back down here in the sage flats. So we've come back down here. We think he's bedded about 125 yards straight out that way. We got an awesome open spot here in these cedars. I think he's gonna come through here, but we can see about 100 yards each way. So if he starts to, in a different, to go above us or below us, we can try to cut him off. And then we got another pretty big 6x6 up here and a real big one right up here. So if something doesn't go right, we're gonna try to get in front of him.
Well, we've been sitting there for a long time, and finally we look up and we see the bull raking on some cedar trees. And I mean, I'm getting the feeling like something good's fixing to happen.
There's bulls bugling everywhere. He's been just wearing a tree out for about 10 minutes.
Well, this bull, I thought he was going to walk out in this little open meadow that we had set up on the edge of, but kind of what he did, he kind of side skirted us. And I mean, he just stayed right along, right inside the edge of the cedar line. And so, he was just a little bit too far away. And I mean, it was early in the afternoon, so I felt like we'd get another good shot at him if we just kept, taking our time and repositioning on him.
It was like 57 yards. That was fun.
Well, it's getting late in the afternoon. We're still looking for that first bull that got by us, and we see other bulls coming off the mountain with cows, and they're headed down to the meadow down below. So we're trying to get in front of them as fast as we can to cut them off before they get by us.
6x6 is coming down. We got him right here. They're gonna come right here. There's a cow coming. Thinking we might need to get right over there.
Well, as we're stalking up through there, I look out about 50 yards in front of me, and it's kind of like two little points running off, and there's one bush that I'm thinking if we can get by that bush, we're gonna be in the magic spot. And so I'm in a hurry to get there. The bulls are screaming, coming off the mountain, chasing the cows. The cows are anxious to get down to the lake, to the water hole, and down to the meadow where they can feed. And so it's just a race to see who's gonna get there first. Spook Nation will be right back.
Made from 100% recycled materials and a proprietary design consisting of recycled foam and recycled fabric, Big Green Targets are the only true green targets on the market today. Combined with the exceptional stopping power of the 13-inch thick body, incredibly easy arrow removal, and 2 high-definition target faces, and you have the best 100% recyclable, 100% waterproof field point target available on the market today. Go big, go green, Big Green Targets.
I'm Spook's fan, and owning my own property is a secret to my success. This 900-acre farm is located in southern Illinois, and I killed a bunch of big bucks on it, including a 173-inch buck just this past season. My dad and I have had years of success on this farm, and now it can be yours.
If you're serious about owning this farm or any other Spook Nation farm, give me a call at 615-797-9282 or email me at spookspan@yahoo.com.
Illuminate, baby. We just lit up his world. He was a stud.
Tim Hunt at Illuminate, thank you so much.
So you're tired of watching big game on someone else's land? Put down those binoculars and put out Record Rack premium feeds to nourish and attract more deer. 50 years worth of whitetail research provides you with the year-round nutritional supplement that complements your property's natural habitat. Give deer the strength and health their bodies need to maximize genetic potential and start seeing bigger antlers, a healthier herd, and envious buddies. Feed smart, hunt hard, Record Rack.
You're watching Spook Nation. Well, it's getting late in the afternoon. We're still looking for that first bull that got by us, and we see other bulls coming off the mountain with cows, and they're headed down to the meadow down below. So we're trying to get in front of them as fast as we can to cut them off before they get by us. Well, as we're stalking up through there, I look out about 50 yards in front of me, and it's kind of like two little points running off, and there's one bush that I'm thinking if we can get by that bush, we're going to be in the magic spot. We got to the bush, and I mean, we're like out of breath, and I'm trying to get an arrow nocked and get ready, and you know, I'm trying to get my rangefinder ready, and I mean, they're coming so fast. There's already, you know, elk, cows, small bulls coming by us. I mean, it was crazy. They're bugling everywhere. It was exciting.
It's a good one. Missed him. Too much stuff.
Everything's happening so fast, you know, and I should have went ahead and took my rangefinder out and ranged it, but I just didn't feel like I had time. I shot it for 40 yards. He ended up being 50, so I shot right under him, but hey, that's just hunting.
A little lesson to be learned right there. As soon as we got here, I should have ranged that spot. I thought it was 40 and it was 50 yards.
Well, we stayed right there because I could see other bulls coming. I couldn't really tell if there was another big one in there or not, so I didn't figure we had anything to lose by waiting. It was exciting. I mean, we had bulls screaming, coming right by us, right in our face. It was a lot of fun.
It's a bull that I don't think he's been.
You know, I think that's the kind of the hardest part, but also some of the most fun and exciting because there's bulls screaming, you know, just right there beside you, right on the other side of the bush, you know, within 10, 15, 20 yards, and you don't know whether you're going to shoot this bull or not because you hadn't seen him yet or seen him well enough to know whether he's a shooter. So, I mean, that was a lot of fun. It was exciting. It's definitely unusual to see that many elk in one afternoon that close to you. But I mean, this ranch, Fall Creek Ranch, is unbelievable. Now, these bulls come off that mountain every afternoon, come down to water in the lakes down in the valley and feed down in the meadows, and then they stay there all night, and then the next morning they go back up, and it's just amazing how many they are. I mean, there must be 400 or 500 elk coming down every afternoon to this meadow. You know, I mean, it really didn't bother me that much that we didn't get an elk that evening because we were having so much fun. I mean, you know, when you're in a place that good that's got that many bulls, I mean, you feel like it's just a matter of time before, you know, you get a good opportunity at one where you can get good footage and everything really comes together. So, you know, I was happy we were just still getting to hunt.
Spook Nation will be right back.
With its no-maintenance marine-grade gel-coat fiberglass exterior finish, tinted tempered automotive glass windows, and seamless construction, there ain't nothing redneck about Redneck Hunting Blinds. These blinds feature world-class engineering and craftsmanship, spacious interiors, whisper-quiet flip-up windows, and fiberglass floors that will not rot. Redneck Hunting Blinds. It's more than just a blind. It's a redneck. Enter for a chance to win your very own Redneck Hunting Blind. Visit redneckblinds.com and register today.
When playing the waiting game with a mature buck, it's good to know if you're actually in the game or not in the game. 3 questions come to mind. Is my equipment safe? Solid? My personal favorite, comfortable? If you answer no to any of those 3 questions, chances are you only think you're in the game. Remember, success always begins with a choice. So get in the game and go muddy. It's serious gear for the serious hunter.
Spook Nation has been brought to you by
Spook Nation Farms, Biologic, Bad Boy Buggies, Illuminite, Big Green Targets. And to watch Spook Nation online, go to stickemarchery.com, the A to Z of archery. Well, Jeff James was in camp with me, and you know, he had kind of had some of the same kind of things happen to him, but the last afternoon, it finally all came together for him.
Got some more shots down through here. I can shoot right here.
Smoke, he's done. What a shot.
See if I can get a kill one.
I just hugged
it. Only took 2 years. Alright, we just put the smack down on an elk. Been hunting 3 long days and 5 before that. Couldn't pass him up. It was too good of a shot, so I double hunted him. He's down here. We're gonna follow a trail and find him right now. We got one. That's all right. I mean, we worked hard. John and I worked as hard for this animal here as we have for any that we've killed. I mean, it has been rigorous. But we got it done. Made a great shot, 20 yards. We've had so many other shots, so many other encounters, and missed one, drew on a couple others, and just didn't work. I mean, they've got to come in just right. For once, we had the wind right. He was coming up the hill, and I mean, we got it done, and I'm proud of him. I'll tell you that.
Well, I was happy for Jeff. He got him a nice bull, and he's headed back to Kentucky. We still got 1 day left, so we're going to give it everything we got to fill our tag.
They're right up there on that point where we were at yesterday. They're coming this way. They're going to come right alongside this hill right here.
Every afternoon, we'd been seeing a lot of bulls coming down one particular spot in the valley, and so we decided for the last afternoon of the hunt to get up there and try to catch those bulls, intercept them as they was coming down, kind of like we did a couple days before. Well, when I say we had elk all over us, I mean literally they were coming by us, coming from behind us. They got to chasing these cows in there and bugling and screaming at each other. I mean, it was intense. I mean, I think that's probably one of the most fun afternoons of hunting I've ever had.
Same bull came by us yesterday. That was a lot of fun. I tell you what, we may not kill a bull on this trip, but that was worth the trip right there. That last hour was incredible. I mean, that's the reason you hunt right there, for experiences like that. We had 10 bulls around us, bugling, fighting, chasing cows, just going crazy. I mean, that was awesome.
If you put God, family, and country first, then you are a citizen of the Spook Nation. It's a percentage of know-how, a percentage of luck, and a whole lot of ain't never giving up. If you're hunting to live or living for the hunt, and do whatever it takes until you get the job done, then you're a spook, I'm a spook, we're all a spook. Doing exactly what we were born to do. So you're gonna have to bring it if you wanna tag along, cause you're joining the ranks, 20 million strong. It's a percentage of know-how, a percentage of luck, and a whole lot of ain't never giving up. When the beast is down, it's time for celebration. We're not taking away, we're giving back to the nation. We believe, under God, indivisible. Spook Nation. Spook Nation.